Hey Fam, welcome back to my channel. Today, I have a special guest over here, Joanna, my dear editor. But before we proceed with our Q&A with a pro, I would like to remind you to please subscribe to my channel and click
The bell button.
so you're always notified whenever I have new videos like this. So, pinahirapan niya sarili niya. Tapan mo. Before she came here, pinaswab test ko na siya. So, hindi na virgin yung nose niya.
Yes, first time ko.
Oo, first time niya. So, out of her love for me, pumayag siyang magpaswab. Okay, are you ready for our questions?
Yes po.
So, ito na ang mga nagbabagang questions. So, I've asked you guys on my IG story for questions that you want to ask Joanna. I tried to remove personal questions. Medyo may konti naman, but then more on like mga video editing so that, you know, the beginners and other people who want to become Joanna in the future can learn from you and your words of wisdom.
Sana meron.
Sana meron. Meron yan for sure. Okay, first question muna is that, how did you get hired? You still remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Ano?
Ito na kailangan mo ba ng tissue? Okay.
Nakita ko siya na naka-live sa Instagram.
Yeah.
Tapos nag-get ready with me siya. Yan. Tapos,
Get ready with me ba?
tapos saktong-sakto pagka panood ko talagang sinabi mo na naghahanap ka ng video editor. Baka meron kayong ma-recommend.
Naalala ko kasi someone asked saying na, Miss Camille, why aren't you posting more vlogs? Tapos sinabi ko na sobrang hirap na hirap kasi mag-edit ng videos. Kung meron kayong kilalang editor, then let me know. Then magkakaroon tayo ng mga vlogs. Tapos
Sabi ko, bakit hindi ko try? So yun, nagpasa akong resume, tapos meron na rin kasi akong reading demo reel nun. Kaya,
So, she sent me an email. Tapos, sobrang bilis lang. Like, after mo kong in-email, nag-reply ako and then I said na, let's meet, no? Tama ba?
let's meet kasi gusto niyang makasigurado kung totoo akong tao.
Oo, baka
Yun
naman
yung-
kasi stalker lang pala siya. Yun ba sinabi ko? I wanna make sure na totoong tao ka.
Oo,
Paano ko
totoo.
sinabi?
Hindi ko nalala, pero parang ganun. Sabi mo, gusto ko lang masigurado na totoo ka. Ganun.
Wow. Hindi ko to naalala. But we met up in Yoni's first
Oh.
office, I think. So, na-witness na kasi niya yung mga iba-ibang office ni Yoni kasi nga she's been with us, like she would come to our like company parties and everything. So, it was his first office pa. And then I remember, sobrang shy mo pa nun.
Hindi ako nagsasalita.
Hindi siya nagsasalita, tapos sabi niya sa akin, hindi kasi ako sanay masyadong mag-English, sabi mo. Tapos sabi ko, okay lang yan, marunong mo na mag-Tagalog. And so basically, that was our first and only meeting for a very, very long time. It was just basically me explaining to her na, okay, this is the type of vlog that I want, the type of like feel, vibe. Gusto ko, like, makikita yung totoong personality ko, na parang funny naman pala ako, no? So, it was just that quick sitting. It wasn't even like more than an hour, no?
Sobrang bilis.
Sobrang bilis. And then after that, the first video that she edited for me was our Finland vlog. First time ko mag-visit sa Finland.
Sabi niya, try muna natin to. Tapos pag okay,
Tuloy-tuloy na us. Yeah, and super okay siya. I remember, dun ko na-feel na the one na talaga si Joanna. When she edited my part where na nag-iintay lang kasi meron kasi mahabang like transit in the airport in Qatar. Tapos napakawalang kwenta. Like sobrang boring niya. So sumasayaw-sayaw lang ako dun. Ginawa ng remix ni Joanna na alam mo. Sabi ko, oh my God! Pero pakita ko pa kay Yoni, sabi ko, oh my God, she really is the one. She gets me! For the longest time, we would only converse via email.
Email lang, tapos text.
Yeah, and yung mga explanation ko pa sa kanya, sobrang hindi ko alam paano na naiintindihan kung ano meaning ko, like paminsan pa. Wala pang voice note, hindi pa uso.
Hindi pa uso.
So pag kunyari, sasabi ko niya, oh, lagyan mo naman ng sound effect na tan 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 tan.
May recording pa.
Send ko siya ng recording. Minsan na-try ko i-type yung sound effects. But miraculously, nagigets mo.
Nagigets.
See, we are really meant to be.
Ang first comment niya, will you marry me?
Yeah. Naunahan ko na po mag-propose yung jowa niya. May jowa siya, by the way. Fiancé, right? Ay, how many years have you been working for me? I can't remember na yun.
Mula 2017.
4 years na. 4 years
It's
na. Oh my
simple.
gosh.
Ikaw yung parang start ng freelancing life ko. Hindi ko alam na,
Possible.
Oo.
Well, I just bring luck to everyone. Choice! Question number 2. How did you get started as a video editor? Are you self-taught? Was it your course?
Yes, multimedia arts, major in video production. So, ang first job ko talaga, video editor na. Ang una ko pang pinasukan na company, nagko-cover ng birthday parties, mga...
Really?
Ano
Hindi
pa
ko
yun?
ma-imagine na gano'n.
Oo,
Kasi parang
diba?
sobrang creative also. So parang feeling ko hindi gano'n yung mga gusto mong videos.
Kasi
na
ano, nung mga time kasi na yun, parang
Pressure ka na.
nape-pressure ako kasi lahat ng mga klase mo, okay yung mga trabaho. Parang ako, sige, kunin ko na to kasi parang experience lang.
But did you learn anything from there? Or talagang
Kaya ko pala mag-isa. Kasi ang ginagawa ko doon, nagpipicture ako ng mga birthday, minsan
hindi
ako
ko
din
sinabi sa akin bakit ako hindi mo kinukunan ng mga
Tapos nag-video din ako minsan, tapos ako din nag-edit. Tapos, gusto ko iba ng experience. Sa second job ko naman, nung first day ko, kausap ko pa yung papalitan ko na video editor. Tapos parang, sobrang tuwa siya na mapapalitan na siya. Sabi ko, bakit?
Oh my God, is this a sign? Mali ba?
Oo. Nagtataka ako, bakit parang hindi ako binibigyan ng project na? Boss ko na yung nag-edit. So parang ikaw, di ba, bakit?
What am I doing
Oo,
wrong?
ano pa ginagawa ko dito? Tapos, kinausap niya ako. Sabi niya sa akin, hindi nga daw ako magaling na editor. Ganun.
Eh, di ba fresh grad ka lang?
Eto ka kasi, andito na ako. So parang, ginawa ako mali. Wala nga akong pinedit eh. Na ang ano ko nun, since wala nga ako masyadong ginagawa doon ako nag-aral pala mag-Final Cut. Kasi ang una ko talagang ginagamit, Premiere Pro.
How did you study online? Like, how you
Mga YouTube lang. Yung tutorial mismo na pinapanood ko, sinusundan ko para mas maalala ko siya.
Yeah, that's correct. So in short, parang you don't really need to have a background to in college.
Oh,
ng ganung
feeling ko
course.
naman hindi. Usually, mga naka-work ko nga, engineering, FA, nurse, mas magaling pa sila sa akin.
So it's really about like, practicing
And practicing talaga. Kung gusto mo talaga siya, mag-explore ka, ganyan.
And you don't have to worry if you want to start working in an industry like Joanna's. For me personally, when I hire a creative team, your reels and your portfolio is so much more important than your academic background. Kasi someone can study like multimedia arts and then if I look at the reel, hindi naman maganda, hindi naman siya parang bongga. I mean, I would still go for someone who has no like academic background at all, pero sobrang ganda ng portfolio niya, ganda ng reels niya and everything. I would still go for that.
Nasa pagiging creative mo din talaga siya.
Yeah. Okay, next question is, how did you become so good at editing? Di ba nga, sabi nga nung editor boss mo, na parang, nandito ka lang, nandito na ako. So how did you get,
Siyempre, hindi ka papatalo sa sarili mo. Parang gusto mo patunayan sa sarili mo na hindi ka naman ganun talaga. Diba? Ang next ko ang in-applyan mo as graphic artist.
wow.
Kahit hindi naman ako marunong mag-graphics. Diba? Ang lakas ng loob. First day ko, parang buong araw akong gumagawa ng isang lower thirds. Parang sabi ko, ano ba itong ginagawa ko? Diba, ginusto mo to? Try and try lang talaga. Parang huwag ka matakot kung anong sasabihin ng ibang tao. Kung alam mo naman na kaya mo. Saka, hindi naman talaga ako ganun kagaling nung una. Siyempre, parang ma-build ko rin yung sarili ko.
So you kept practicing.
Nag-practice ako. Pag meron akong hindi alam na gawin, Google ko lang, YouTube ko lang, o kaya nagpapaturo ako sa mga kakilala ko na marunong. Additional knowledge din talaga siya.
I think makikita mo rin in the videos that you edited for me, like compared to the first few videos that you edited for me to now, parang every single time it gets better and better talaga. So, siya, I think nasa ugali rin yung yung parang she keeps trying to look for new ways to edit and like try to improve her skills. So, I think yun talaga yun. You have to always be open to criticism and always try to improve your skills. Parang siya, kinuha niyang challenge yun. Parang, di pala magaling Okay, next question. How long does it take you to edit Camille's vlog? What's the process like? Wait lang, disclaimer. Because when I send her my videos, yung materials ko, sobrang dami ko sinesend sa kanya. Tipong kahit yung maling video ko lang ng floor. Yung mga tapon videos, pati yun sinesend ko sa kanya. So she really goes through so much material.
Habang dinadownload ko kasi yung video, pinapanood ko na siya. So parang malaman ko kung ano yung feel ng video, kung ano yung music na gagamitin ko. Maghahanap na ako ng
So
music.
you watch the videos first and then you look for music first.
Parang
After,
ganun.
and then,
Pag nag-start na ako mag-edit, ilalatag ko muna siya lahat, tapos ika-cut down ko na.
hindi na sisira laptop mo sa dami.
Hindi naman. Meron akong sariling hard drive for you.
Wow! So if it's a 30-minute vlog, how long does it take you to edit a 30-minute vlog?
mga 2 days.
Hindi totoo yan kasi paminsan may rush kami, nagagawa mo eh.
1 day, 2 days, ganun.
Team no tulog si Joanna. Like, she edits at the middle of the night.
Oo, ganun. Kunyari, minsan nagsisend 6 p.m. Pagka-download ko nun, kina-cut down ko na. Para pagising ko kinabukasan, ano na siya, okay na siya, lalagyan ko na lang siya ng graphics, music, ganyan, para dire-diretso. Kasi feeling ko, pag hindi pa siya na-cut down,
Nakaka-overwhelm.
na kailangan mawala na lahat ng mga hindi kailangan.
Correct. At saka, pag nag-edit siya, nasasend niya sa akin mga 1 a.m., 3 a.m. As in, wala talaga siyang tulog. That is the Joanna Pascual life. Mahirap ba i-edit yung bell throwing ni Camille? How do you do it and what are your true feelings about it? Ito na.
Medyo mahirap din, syempre, kasi nga, itatrack mo. Per frame siya eh.
Actually, ikaw gumawa ng, alam mo, you dug your own grave eh. Ikaw kasi naglagay ng bell, wala naman akong sinabing gawin mo. Tapos ginawa mo, ayan tuloy, nagka-idea ako. So talagang siya naman may kasalanan yan.
Kasi, parang sa akin kasi, pag may ginagawa ka, parang kailangan ko siyang i-support sa video. Kasi diba, parang maganda.
Animated, oo.
Mas cute siya tingnan. So parang kasi pag gumanon, anong ginaganon?
True. But actually, that's one of the things I told Joanna when we first met. Sabi ko, I really have such a short attention span. So my videos have to be really animated. Like, if it's like a really boring video, kailangan natin bawiin with the graphics, whatever. Because nga, ako mismo, it's so hard for me to watch a video, like vlogs and everything. Kasi nga, sobrang bilis ko mabore. Ayan, si Joanna, nape-pressure siya. Laging kailangan may nilalagay siya kung ano-ano. So, okay lang sa'yo yung
Okay lang.
totoo.
Pero nakakatawa kapag medyo emotional yung video.
May bell
ding
pala.
bell.
Naiiyak ka ba? Nag-off-script, naiiyak ka ba sometimes sa mga videos?
Oo.
Ano yung pinaka-naiyak ka na video?
Yung mga travel videos. Umiyak ako doon, hindi mo lang alam. Tsaka sa mga yung mga emotional, yung pag nagsabi ka ng feelings mo, ganun. Tapos parang minsan nga humihinto ako in the middle of editing.
Wow!
So, nagre-reflect ako sa labas. May reflection nangyayari. Tapos pagbalik ko, okay na.
But I think that's what makes Joanna a good editor because she feels the videos. It's not just her editing. Parang she is one with the feeling of the video. That's why ang galing niya, especially sa mga sentimental videos. Like, konting instruction lang and I know she'll do so well. Like, for example, yung baby revelation na vlog.
Favorite ko yun.
Or like, for example, if I wanted like, make naman like an intro for me and Yoni para like ma-feel namin yung love story namin. Mga ganun, like sobrang like forte ni Joanna. Nung in-edit ko ngayon yung Finland vlog namin, yung Black or something. Alam mo, may proposal na magaganap sa editing.
Alam mo ba, bago ko i-edit yun, meron akong music talaga dun. Tapos parang, nung nag-travel kayo sa Lapland, yung vlog ko, tapos naghanap na ako ng music. Tapos parang, habang pinapakinggan ko music, naiyak na rin ako. Sabi ko, oh my God, ang ganda nito pag na-edit na with video.
Yeah. See, na-excited siya for me. What's your favorite vlog that you edited for Camille?
Ayun, mga travel videos. Tsaka yung revelation ng pregnancy. Yun talaga yun. Kasi parang new chapter ng kanyang life. Kasi follower din ako ni Camille. So parang nakakaano na, ay, kasama ako sa journey. Parang ako yung unang nakakaalam.
Actually, mga baby revelation ko, gender reveal, hindi ko rin sinasadya i-reveal kay Joanna habang nag-film ako. Oh! Joke lang. Surprise, Joanna! I'm preggers! Huwag mo to pakita para lang to sa'yo. Machi! I'm pregnant. What a fail. Okay, ito na, Joanna. Alam mo na. Nasabi ko na. Walang moment na dapat mino-moment kita next time may mga prank videos, no? So, ang dami nang nalalaman talaga na secrets. What's the hardest part of editing a vlog? Pag may tinga.
Oo nga. Hindi, tsaka yung makahanap ka din talaga ng magandang music na bagay sa
It takes so long.
Kasi minsan, kahit makahanap na ako bago ko mag-start sa gitna ng flow ng video, biglang parang hindi na siya sync. So, kailangan palit ka na. Kaya mahilig akong magbali. Di ba? Parang minsan, babaliin ko yung music. Tapos, biglang iba na yung
Yeah.
May mga moment kasing ganun, di ba? Yung parang nakakatawa. So, parang natutulungan niya rin akong, ay, cut ko na dito, ganyan. Tapos, hanap ako ulit sa part ng music na nakita ko kung saan ulit ako pwedeng mag-start ulit. Hindi siya yung kung saan pinutol.
Ang hirap ng life. Tapos, meron pang very rare lang naman na, Joanna, parang hindi okay yung music.
Oo, ganun. Minsan lang naman yun.
Siguro mga twice pa lang naman yun ang nangyari. Mga twice, thrice pa lang. In our whole,
Pero minsan, nagda-doubt na rin ako. Sabi ko, okay kaya itong music. Pag pinapalitan, papalitan ko na. Pero matagal talaga maghanap ng magandang
alam mo na deep in your heart na may chance na mapalitan. What apps or softwares do you use?
Adobe Premiere Pro, saka Adobe After Effects. Ayun lang naman.
So why do you prefer Adobe Premiere Pro more than Final Cut? Or depende lang rin sa nakasanayan mo? Both can do the same things, ba?
Kaya naman pareho actually.
But yun nga, if you wanna do this professionally, it would be nice to know both main softwares. But how about mga apps? Yung mga gusto lang sa phone nag-edit?
Hindi ko pa na-try kasi mag-edit sa app.
Okay, so wala siya.
Hindi siya.
Do you have any recommendations for beginners? Both for phone and for desktop. Since you're not using phone, for me, I would recommend InShot. That's what I use. It's very easy, but it's definitely not something that you would use professionally because it does compress the files and the quality. I guess if you want something that's not compressed, you can try iMovie
iMovie.
for the phone. But for the desktop, Premiere and Final Cut. Do you have any recommendations in terms of like laptop or desktop na specs for anything na hindi ka maghihingalo?
Wala akong masyadong alam sa ganyan, pero ang gamit ko, laptop, tapos 16 to 32 gig yung RAM. Tsaka kailangan yung hard drive mo din malaki para hindi ka ma-hassle mag-edit. Kasi ang hirap kapag ka-crash ng crash, nakakawala ng momentum.
So, the RAM and also the hard drive size. How do you come up with new video editing ideas?
Ano nga ba? Wait lang, Jo.
Kinuusap sa sarili.
Mahilig kasi ako manood ng mga travel videos or mga k-dramas. Minsan doon ako kumukuha ng inspiration.
At saka mga Korean variety shows.
Mm-mm.
Cute, no?
Cute ng mga videos nila. Pati sa YouTube.
Ang galing nila. Oo nga. Yung parang very boring nung video pero nakagawa nila ng
Talaga
something
parang-
sa kalagay nila ng mga kung ano-anong like.
So pag napanood ko, parang ma-excite ako. Gusto ko rin yung gawin.
But how do you not forget? Do you jot it down? Parang okay.
Nagno-notes ako minsan. Tapos minsan yun, maaalala ko siya.
So, kailangan talaga ikaw mismo, you like watching videos kasi that's also where you get some like inspiration. What's your favorite video transition?
Mapapansin nyo na palagi kong ginagamit. Nagsuzoom.
Ayun, then where can you get nice but free sound effects and copyright-free music? So, I personally have, naka-blog. So, you'll see it down there. I have a link to Epidemic Sound. So, you can sign up there. They have a lot of like copyright-free sound effects and also music. So, you just have to sign up. So, yan. Doon na kami. Before, pahirapan pa no? Like,
Sobrang hirap. Pero meron namang audio library sa YouTube.
yeah. Can you recommend where to get nice fonts, icons, and other resources?
So, the font lang ako naghahanap actually. Saka, free pick, flat icon.
If you use Adobe, what are your recommended extensions? Hindi ko to na-include. I don't know what extensions are.
Meron akong ginagamit isa for transition. Motion Bro.
Someone was also asking about mga LUTs or do you grade daw and filter by yourself? But kasi hindi na si Joanna yung nag-grade for me. Before it was her, but now it's my assistant
Si
now.
Sophia.
Yeah, it's a team now. So Joanna just focuses on the edit and the graphics and everything. But the grading is Sophia. So she uses LUTs. I know. Siya ang nagsabi sa akin nun. How do you get clients as a freelancer?
First, kasi kailangan i-build mo muna yung portfolio mo.
Kitang gilas and short.
Kailangan mo patunay.
Yes.
Kailangan mo expose yung sarili mo. Kasi kung hindi mo expose sarili mo, hindi rin naman malalaman ng mga tao na kung ano yung
True.
ginagawa mo.
So you have to reach out to people kahit na yung mga hindi naghahanap. I actually still get people who just message me na, "Hi, I'd like to edit one of your vlogs for free." I'm not saying you can offer it for free, but I'm just saying that there are a lot of people who actually go out and just reach out to like people na they think who might be interested just to add to their portfolio as well. And then eventually, baka malay mo, i-hire ka pa nila and everything. So if you're also a beginner, you also have to adjust your rates. People are also usually asking about their rates, diba? So how do you know if you're a beginner kung ano ba talaga usually yung rates ng beginners?
Depende kasi yun kung paano mo binavalue yung work mo. Paano ka
Yung
mag-work.
time mo.
Once na nakahanap ka na ng client, syempre, kailangan mo rin i-make sure na kaya mo mag-deliver dun sa mga pinag-usapan nyo. Mababa man o mataas.
Yung rate. Dapat consistent yung work.
Oo, saka parang mag-exceed ka din sa expectation ng client.
Like
Parang-
Joanna, always exceeds my
Kaya-
expectations.
Kasi hindi mo alam kung sinong pwedeng makanood, no?
Correct. Kasi we have some videos na kala mo vlog-vlog lang tapos napanood pala kunyari like Doc Vicky. Doc Vicky got her for a project, mga ganon. You know, actually, that's something that I always tell people, even before pa when I was still designing. Like, no matter how big or small a project is, you should always give your 100% because you don't know who's gonna see that. And that's also something that BJ said, right? In our Q&A also. And even for me, when I did my project before, like school project lang siya for sofa, for my fashion project, and then yun pala, Preview saw it, and that was the first time Preview featured me because they saw me make a dress out of walis na project. Yun pa. So like, you would never know. Kahit na kunwari, kung ano man yung ine-edit mo is like something you're not passionate about, you still have to like really give your all. So what do you do if, for example, your aesthetic doesn't match the client's aesthetic? Kunyari, iba kayo ng style ng client.
Mag-a-adjust ako. Kasi, syempre, parang kung ano yung gusto niya. Pero kung feeling mo naman, hindi nag-work, pwede mo naman i-voice out. Collaboration pa din.
Collaboration. Ayan, si Sienna ay umiiyak na. Sabi niya, yeah, collaboration! What editing tips can you give to bloggers who edit their own vlogs? Because of course, nakaka-burnout din siya.
Time management din talaga. Kasi mahirap talaga kapag ikaw nagsushoot tapos ikaw din nag-edit, diba? Pero, ang maganda din kasi dun, alam mo na kung ano yung mga tatanggalin mo. Saka, huwag ka rin matakot na mag-experiment. Huwag ka rin ma-pressure masyado na kapag iba yung sayo.
Ay, nahanap ka na bang vlog na medyo ginagaya yung editing style mo sa atin? Huwag mo nang banggitin, pero meron ba?
Meron.
Meron. Ano na-feel mo? Medyo nasasad ka ba? Or
Minsan nasasad. Pero, naano ko na, ay, na-inspire sila sa ginagawa ko. Ganun.
kaya nga, sabi mo sa akin kanina. What's the funniest thing you had to edit out?
Parang wala naman akong, wala.
Wow!
Wala. Kasi parang mini-make sure ko rin kasi talaga na magamit ko lahat ng shoot. Kasi parang hindi sayang.
Yeah.
Baka pwede naman magamit, gawa natin ng paraan. Tsaka yun naman yung work natin eh. Kailangan mong tulungan.
Up yung level ng
Oo.
video. Actually, yeah, wala naman tayo masyadong ine-edit out. Mga
Wala.
ine-edit lang out lang natin baka pwedeng maging controversial.
Oo, yun.
Nagkamali ng sinabi, mga
Oo, yun.
ganun.
At saka malimit lang kasi siyang magkamali. So, hindi naman talaga.
To wrap it all up, what do you think should beginner video editors consider when starting to become a video editor? Your top 3 tita tips.
Siyempre, ang number 1, mag-invest ka talaga sa malakas na computer, equipments talaga, para din sa pag-build mo ng work mo.
So, huwag ka raw magkurupot.
Kasi babalik din naman yun sa'yo.
Correct.
Habang tumatagal.
Kaya nga siya investment. It's called ROI, return on investment. And then tip number 2.
Pangalawa, always remember your creative goal is to create a great story.
Wow!
Third tip is explore mo yung sarili mo sa different types of videos para
Ma-broaden mo
Oo.
yung skill set mo, also your creativity.
kasi for sure meron kang makukuhang inspiration sa mga ganun.
That's right. And last, most important question is, how is Camille as a boss?
Chill.
Ah, that's true.
Super chill lang siya. Tsaka easy to work with. Totoo naman.
But kasi Joanna also makes it so easy. Parang, alam na kasi talaga niya what to do. Like, she knows me so well. Thank you so much for watching our vlog. I hope that you guys learned something from Joanna. Sabi niyo nga, Joanna lang malakas. And at least you've heard from Joanna herself na she is not being abused by the bell. So, thank you so much. If you guys have any more follow-up questions, naglalurk lang yan si Joanna sa YouTube. So, baka sagutin niya yung mga questions niyo below. So, just feel free to leave your comments down below and make sure to give us a
Thumbs up.
yay! See you guys next week. Bye!